Plug it in, plug it in. Let me begin. Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, Sally, stop being a div. Oh dear. Anyway. Good. We think? Okay, this has got one more. Plug it in. Let me begin. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, sort the wire out. I'm not gonna kill myself. There we go, that's good. What's I think? Oh, I think that was actually recorded. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm just Peachy. How are you doing today? If you don't know me, I love crafts. I love anything to do with crafts. At the moment, I've got a really big thing for making things out of clay. So I really wanted to make something for Easter. So I've made some little decorations and stuff with my daughter, and then I wanted to make something a little bit bigger for her. So I thought I would try and make like an Easter bunny, and then I wanted to put something to put an egg in, so to like put her Easter egg on. So I decided I was going to try and make a bunny. So here we go. So all I've got here is some foil. I've got a little glass dish that was I think it was like from a dessert or something, and I've washed it, and they're really cute little dishes. I use them quite a bit actually. They're really nice. So I've got some foil. I couldn't get really thick foil. They didn't have any when I went shopping. So I've got normal. You want to kind of like scrunch it, open it out and re-scrunch it again. It kind of like goes a lot better. You do want to kind of compress it quite a bit when you do make it. You don't want loads of air in it, but you do want a little bit of room for the clay to be able to squidge and tighten around it, because it shrinks obviously when it dries. So I'm going to start with the glass bowl, and I want to make this into kind of like an Easter basket. I think I'm saying this because I haven't really got a plan. I've not drawn anything out. Look, I'm so clumsy and mucky and stuff with glue. It's really bad. I get it all over myself, honestly. You'll see. I burn my fingers. I'm really clumsy. So oh God, it's so bad. And also I have a thing about, I'm using these little tiny glue sticks that I've got. I can't remember, they came with something, but they might have even come with the actual little glue gun, because I bought this new little one because my other little one doesn't work anymore. I've got a bigger one, but it's a bit cumbersome to get out all the time. And here we go, I'm so clumsy. And also I realised then that like when this is editing me, that I should have had the camera angle a little bit higher. So you'll see I do end up chopping the rabbit's head off a bit later on. So anyway, so as if you've watched any of my crafting videos, I'm not speeding the process up, because for me the process is the fun part, like, of doing it, not just speeding it up and skipping past a load of it. So all I did off camera was scrunch up a bit of foil. That's all I've done. And you'll see I think I paused the video a couple of times because I ran out of foil like at the what I had on the table. So yeah, and just be careful, because like you'll see I keep burning my fingers. Maybe wear protection and put something on, gloves, I don't know, hazmat suit or something. Be careful, it is a very hot glue gun. I'm doing this while Mini Peach is at school. This is when I was making this, so she can't mess about with the glue gun and the wire and whatever else. So yeah, I want to wrap this around this. Yeah, if you do try this, wear some protection, wear something. eyewear, everything. I get it everywhere. Honestly, I don't know how I managed to make such a mess. And this is why, like, I love crafting, but I'm just so messy, and I'm really rubbish at tidying up after myself. So, I didn't really want to talk all the way through my videos, but it's quite funny. While I was recording this, I did keep talking away to myself like I was recording the video. So you never know, I might actually do a video and record the audio at the same time. But I tend to waffle on to myself while I'm making things, and I'm humming and singing and blah blah blah, and you know. So here we go. Look, I'm just wrapping kind of like layers of this foil around to get like a bit of a rounded basket kind of shape. And afterwards, I want to use this to put a plant in. So that's why I thought a glass bowl would be good to use, and then I can actually use the thing after Easter as well. So it will be used. I don't know, I'll make it look a bit like a basket maybe. I don't know, we'll see what happens, because as I said, I've not got a plan for this other than tiny little bit of one in my head. I didn't do any sketches, I didn't do any research for images, and so this is all just like coming out of my head. So let's see what happens. I might have a little Google image search of just like bunnies' heads and stuff, just to make sure I'm getting the right kind of shape. But you'll see, you miss a bit of the head off anyway, a bit towards the end of this. So you've got to chuckle that I'm learning about where to put the camera and where is good for to get decent light and stuff, and also to try and get it so that I can film it for you guys, so it's not just where I'm just creating it. So otherwise it'll all be facing me, which it has been, and I've been trying to record that way and it hasn't worked ever so well. I've got a few more videos that I've recorded, but I'm having real problems uploading the videos, and I really do need to put them on my computer instead of doing it on my phone, because it's so tiny on my phone, and it's really hard to see and edit sometimes. It's much easier to be able to see it a bit bigger on your computer. So but I'm having real problems uploading it, the images and the videos, they just seem to be taking forever. So anyway, as you can see, I'm kind of getting like a baskety sort of shape now. It's a bit more round look. Oh look, let's put a bit more glue in the glue gun. I realised that I put baking paper down just to protect the table a little bit, because I am clumsy and I just didn't want to get glue stuck to the table. And then I put a tile down because I didn't know how far I was going to get, whether I was going to get any clay out this time. I've got all the clay ready. So, but I'll be filming that. I might do it in a little bit. It's really late, or getting really late here in the UK. For me anyway. I've already been up since like 4 o'clock this morning, and it's like on 9 PM, so I'm kind of flagging a little bit now. I'm tired. So, but I really wanted to try and record the audio for this video. So this is editing Peachy that's on here, talking away to you. So I did talk away all the way through the video, talking away, blabbing away, and that's why you can see my hands sometimes. I'm like blah 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 like this. And yeah, so I'm so daft. Anyway, I'm so daft. Such a silly sausage. Gosh, you can tell when you've got kids, can't you? You start calling yourself things like that instead of like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. You know, can't say those things in front of your child anymore. Oh, I don't know. I get really confused with all the rules and regulations you're not even allowed to do for your own kid anymore. It's just like all this to do with the ADHD for me and Thea. It's a really complicated process here. We don't have anything for ADHD and autism in our county, so it's like an out of area service that we need to apply for funding for. It's really silly. And what I was gonna say is how it is for mums and what you're allowed to do. I'm not even allowed to refer my own child to the doctors. It's got to come from it's got to come from her school. It can't come from me. How ridiculous. Anyway, so as you can see, I talk about how I chopped the bunny's head off a bit later on. As you can see, I'm just pressing this foil down just to get the shape that I want, because remember, I've got to put clay on, so it's going to be a bit bulkier than this, and I want it to be a nice shape to begin with, because I think it's a bit like Princess and the Pea, and if you keep putting layers on and you've got a really big bump, you're not going to be able to hide that really big bump. Even if it started off as like a really little one, you're not going to be able to hide it by the time you've got clay and everything in it. Something I learned in cakes. You can't hide all the mistakes. You've got to, so sorry about chopping the bunny's head off. I'm going to keep apologising. I thought it might be quite fun actually to get you guys to try and come up with a name for the bunny. So I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I keep calling it he, so I don't know, but I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, or if it's just a carrot. I don't know. Maybe he's just a carrot. He's just a carrot. Huh? Maybe the bunny's just a carrot. Pardon? What does that even mean? So yeah, sorry, I do talk rubbish sometimes. Probably ought to edit that out. No, leave it in. I left the other outtake in, didn't I? Me singing. Hope you enjoyed that one. So I didn't even realise that the camera was going. I just thought I had it on there. Quite often put it on the camera and try and get the settings that I want, and set it all up ready, and then get everything out that I need and blah blah blah. So I was just trying to make sure that I was getting like a decent angle. It turns out I should have probably gone a little bit higher, but never mind. I'm learning. And also where I'm sitting, I can't actually see the viewfinder, so I can't see what the angle is. I have to get up and have a look. So now I'm just trying to work out the best way to do these legs. These are legs to go around this bowl. I'm starting this bunny now, look, you see. So starting to squish some foil together, wrapping it round. You'll see I'll start wrapping it round. Just trying to get some like leg shapes. And because it's coming out of my head, I'm trying to guess what it should look like. I should have probably just printed some pictures off or something for reference, but never mind. Let's just do it out of my head. Imagination's better anyway, innit? I didn't really want it to look like a lifelike bunny, if that makes sense, because loads of people do that kind of thing. I want this bunny to look a little bit abstract. We'll see how he turns out. The carrot. We'll see how the carrot. Maybe I should just call it Bunny the cat. No, hang on. Carrot the bunny. Oh gosh, this is getting confusing. Carrot the bunny who eats carrot and collects eggs for Easter. Mysteriously. We need more foil. Look, see, I need more foil. I keep getting more foil out. I wish I'd got the thicker foil, really. I just couldn't get it. They didn't have it in their shop, and I was being a bit lazy. I couldn't really be bothered to go and drive to a whole nother shop just for foil. So, sorry, you keep seeing me scrunching a load of foil up. So this is all I was doing, look, just get a load of foil out. Scrunch, unscrunch it a little bit, scrunch. I lob it at the camera. I don't mean to throw it at the camera, I'm throwing it under it. So in the space that I have there for stuffs. So yeah, I probably should have moved it a bit closer to the camera. It was like I couldn't really tell if I was getting a bit too close or where it wouldn't be focusing or not. So I apologise that it's not amazing. But yeah, you can sort of see what I'm doing. I end up chucking so much glue at this thing. You'll see. I start trying to build a bit of a body and a belly to the bunny now, and a bit of some legs going on there. And I thought that the bunny's feet had probably be turned up, but I don't think I've done his feet big enough, have I? They need to be a bit bigger. His back feet need to be bigger. So we'll probably point them up a little bit more when I come to cover it in clay. So because looking at it now, I can see that they need to be like that, but it's really hard sometimes. I used to find this with cakes. Sometimes it was better just to stand back, have a good look at it, see what looked in proportion, what didn't, you know, what worked, what didn't. Close up, it's not always easy to tell. So yeah, look, you can see it looks a bit wonky, but I do straighten him out a bit. It looks a bit more even now. The carrot, rabbit, the carrot, no, carrot the rabbit, carrot the bunny, carrot the bunny rabbit, carrot the bunny rabbit, I don't know. Let's come up with a name. I think that should be everybody's challenge. My audience's challenge. Comment below, what shall we call the bunny? What should we call him? Him, the carrot. Yep, I'm calling it the carrot just because I don't know what else to call it right now, and that's stuck in my head. So yep, now so I'm just building the body up a little bit more, keep adding a bit more, and then I'll start building some arms in as well, working out where the arms need to go, and then I think it ends up looking a bit like a weird turkey. Oh dear, I'm so silly. Look, I think it looks a bit like a turkey, like a headless turkey. Oh, silly! Stop it! Stop being silly. Right, so so yeah. Don't you love my nails? Look, they're Temu special ones. They're as cheap as you can buy on Temu, preferably less than £1, and they're only stick-on ones, but I make them kind of look a bit like decent ones. But yeah, they're only stick-ons. I can't afford to go and get my nails done. I'm too single mum, and I spent all my money on craft supplies that I never ever make. I'm usually like, oh my god, I need this right now in my life, and then I buy the thing, and then it sits in the cupboard for 2 years until I remember about it or I find it, and then I'm like, oh my god, I wanted to do that, let's get it out. Then I realise something else that I'm missing. Oh, let's order that. It's like £37, but I need it now. So then I'll order the thing, and yeah, I'm terrible. The amount of craft supplies I've got, and cake supplies, like not actual cake supplies, I shouldn't say that, I don't mean cake supplies, I mean like cutters and all of those things, and I'm trying to I found a load more, so I'm organising them, so I'm gonna do a little video on how I'm organising them to show you, and what it is taking ages, but it's gonna be worth it in the long run, I hope, because also the way that I'm organising, it's also going to make it like keep it like clean and tidy. So yeah, just making a cup of tea while I talk. Sorry about that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm now you can see I've added some arms, and I don't want the arms around the bowl as such. I kind of thought I wanted one to be on the bowl or the basket, and then one to be up or waving. But I'm not sure how heavy it's going to be with the clay, so I don't know if it needs a support in it. And I'm putting quite a lot of foil together, so I didn't think it would really need it. I'm not going to put really thick clay on, I don't think. I'm kind of thinking I might cover it a bit like a cake, or like I do with cakes. So we'll see how that works. Because I haven't got a lot of experience with clay, but the medium itself is really so similar to working with icing, or working with more like the modelling icing, the really stiff icing that you make flowers, and like the modelling paste type icing. That it's quite similar to clay, yeah, so it works a similar way. And I used to really love making little bits and bobs, so that's why I thought I'd have a little go at this bunny and see how it turns out, and you guys can see with me. Let's see if it works or if it fails. We'll see. This is part 1. So in this video I'm just making the actual structure. I'm not going to be applying any clay in this one. This is part 1. Let's build a structure. Let's see if it works. And he's sat on my side at the minute, and when Mini Peach came in, she went, "Oh my god, that looks like a bunny sat there." And so I thought, well, it must look like a bunny to a certain extent, because she recognised it as that straight away. So I was pretty chuffed about that. I thought she did quite well with that. Anyway, so yeah, so now is when you can't really see a massive amount of what I'm doing right at the top, just because I didn't realise the camera was so low. But I'm just adding bits of like, not little bits of foil, but like chunks of foil, to sort of like make it a bit more secure. I'm gluing it as I go, and also I'm just, well, look, I'm pressing this down because I want it to be a little bit firmer, and it's like a bit of a difficult bit to get to like roll it on the tile or anything. So it's a bit easier to use like that wooden tool, or even the back of a spoon. I should have just got a spoon out, really. That probably would have worked better. The back of like a spoon to press it down a bit, just to compress it. You want it to be a bit solid. It's like the skeleton of your piece, because you don't want to make all of this out of clay. It's going to take far too long to dry. It's probably going to crack to bits. So you're going to need this structure. This is what's going to be holding your piece underneath. I've seen some other creators actually that do it where they'll use like a glass or a jar as the inside, then add foil onto that. So kind of like I've done with the basket, but doing it sort of upside down, so then you can put your hand inside and hold it. I've seen other sculpture ones where they've put like a cardboard tube in the middle, a bit like a toilet roll but thicker, so what you would probably get out of the middle of your cling film or something like that, and then build your structure around it, and that allows the air to get around, and then you can pull all your structure out so the clay can dry from the inside out as well, etc, etc. So yeah, I've been looking at all that, and I find it also fascinating, and I just want to have a little go at this myself, and let's see if I can do it. And I want some more kind of interesting like plantery things for around my house. I've got so many plants, and I know that we've got to move soon, but that doesn't mean that I can't create some things for when we move. So you're going to see a few interesting bits and bobs that I'm making and in the middle of making. It's a bit hard to see what I'm doing here. Look, I'm adding a bit more glue. I've got the glue gun, that you can see that for sure. Oh look, let's add a bit more around the back. So yeah, now I decide that I need to build his bum up a bit more, look, and his hind legs, and build it so they're a bit thicker. They look a little bit puny, so it's a little bit puny and skinny, this bunny. So Let's fatten him up a little bit. He's going to have the clay on, but he needs a bit thicker legs, I thought. So you'll see now. I'm going to thicken it up and try and shape it a bit, and try not to glue it down onto the tile. So that's why we put the tile down, for those sort of little accidents. So and then we've got now I'm just rolling it on the tile to compress it a little bit, just to make it a bit more solid and make sure it can sit up. See, I think he looks a bit like a turkey. I think I need to do his legs a bit straighter, not curling him in. I'm curling him in a bit too much, I think. Yeah, like, they need to be out a bit more. But then when I stuck them out, I thought it looked a bit wonky. But anyway, I think that's more how it wants to be in my head now. I've got it how I want it to kind of look in my head. So we'll see if he turns out like that. He's not got any clay on him at the minute, so as I record this, he's just sat on the side with his little bowl, waiting to have some clay put on. So yeah, I hope that you're enjoying the process here, and I hope that you're going to get some inspiration to maybe start your own little project. And you know, I'd really love to hear about it. So if you do make something, maybe you'll have a go at this sort of thing as well. You haven't got to do it exactly the same. Yours hasn't got to look like mine, and it won't look like mine either. You know, actually, I've got a tiny little story that I'll put in here, because one of the things that people used to do when I had my cake shop is bring me a picture of somebody else's cake, a cake that somebody else had made, and say, I want a cake and I want it to look just like that. And I'd just be sort of saying, well, that's a little bit difficult because I didn't make that cake, so I don't know what it's got inside it. I can only guess, so I can't make it exactly like it, unless somebody tells me what's inside it, obviously. But I didn't make that original cake. I didn't make the decorations for it. I didn't make the cake inside it and whatnot. So my cake would look different to that. And also, I don't want to copy anybody else's work. I'll design my own design for you. So, and I used to do that for everybody, until it got to a point and people would just bring me pictures, and I would do very, very similar, but obviously change it a little bit. I would never copy somebody else's work, but use theirs as inspiration. And I hope that you get inspiration from this. I mean, I don't really care if you do exactly the same as me. Try it, you know, see how it turns out. Send me pictures. I'd love to see any pictures. You know, have a go, just play. Come on, have a play with some foil and hot glue and burn yourself, and then put some clay on it. Come on, play. You know, have a little bit of fun. I've had a really rough few weeks, really rough, and I really just wanted to sit down and mess about with a bit of foil, squish some foil about, and get a bit mad, and then make something out of clay. So that was and that's how I feel this week, really. I don't feel like doing anything productive as such. So I've been doing minimal home, minimal everything, and just concentrating on playing with crafts and stuff. You know, sometimes it's all a bit too overwhelming, isn't it? So anyway, so now we've got some little hind leggy bits on our bunny, and I just start now trying to blend it all in a bit more, adding a bit more glue, making sure we're all stuck down, and you can see he's starting to take shape a bit more. I sort of thought then he needed like this bit just building up a bit more around his back, so it looked a bit skinny, and I build a bit more around his neck and shoulders, I think. But here, look, I start building it out, so you can see he's going to have that shape there, look, of legs. They're going to actually squished in a bit more yet, but you'll see that's his hind legs. Look, it looks a bit better. Not quite as turkey-fied now, and not so much like a carrot, I suppose. Anyway, so what are we going to call him? What should we call the bunny? What should we call him? You can come up with a name for him. I think he needs like an epic name. I don't know. Frank the bunny. Frank the carrot. So anyway, have a little bit of fun with this and create. Let's just make stuff. The world is full of everybody doing the same, so let's all do something a bit different and have a play. Life's too short and we're all getting a bit too old too quickly. We need to remember what it's like to be like a kid and play with things like this. Look, you can see he's got a head spike now. So I'm about ready to put his head. I thought I'd already done it, but look, I'm getting ready to put his head on. I just need to make a head. So I'm just going to get a load of foil and start shaping it and make a neck. And but yeah, I hope you're enjoying this process, because this is me learning as well. So I hope you don't mind that I'm learning with you guys, and hopefully you're learning along with me. That's why I've not sped these videos up. You can see how long this takes me to do. Not in that sort of, oh, look how long it's took me to do. I mean, look, this is realistically how long it took me to do. It's not a 5-minute craft. It's not a 2-minute hack. This is making a little sculpture. This is enjoying being creative and having some fun with different mediums, different tools, things that I don't use all the time, and making something different, not just for me but for my daughter to see. You know, she loves seeing all these things that I'm making, and we sat down the other night with some scrap kind of bits of clay that I had left over from something that I'd made, and we sat and we rolled it out, and she rolled it out and was playing with it. We ended up cutting out a load of Easter decorations, so they're dry now, so they're ready for her to paint. And also a project that I started yesterday is almost dry. I'm really excited to show you this, because I've never done this before either, this other project. So I'm really excited, but that's the one that I'm struggling to get the videos to upload. One of them is fairly long and I want to put it on there was a few bits that I could have cropped out just to save a few minutes. So but yeah, so I'm sorting that video out. So yeah, keep watching the channel. Make sure, if you haven't, and if you wouldn't mind, subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell, because then you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. So you'll get notified of more content just like this, which I'm doing more and more. I really enjoy doing it. I hope you enjoy doing it. Please leave a friendly, kind comment if you've got to this point in the video. Leave me a little, if you get to this point in the video, leave me a little peach symbol and a little orange or peachy coloured heart, and let's see if we can get any comments of anybody that gets to this point. And also, let's see if we can come up with a name for our bunny, our Easter creation. So I hope that you like the creation I'm making here. I think it's quite fun, a little bit different. I've certainly never made a bunny. I've made little bunnies out of icing, but I've never made a big bunny like this. So and certainly not out of clay. I'm trying to do like the head part now. I'm trying to make a bit of a head and I keep running out of foil and glue sticks, and yeah, so I'm backwards and forwards, just go quickly grab this and go grab that, and so yeah, I just need to make the head, make a bit of a rabbit sort of shaped head, and I'll move the turkey body in a minute, and you'll see the head shape look that I've sort of come to create in the background there. Look, so I'm just pressing it onto the tile just to press it down a bit, because we will want the head to be fairly solid. It needs to support the ears as well, and remember, rabbits' heads are quite narrow, aren't they? So don't want it to look too realistic, but yeah. And then I realised that the back of the head looked a bit weird, like it needed a bit more on it. So yeah, I've got glue everywhere, bits of glue everywhere, all stuck to my fingers. Then I go and press a bit of hot glue, and it's like ow, ow, ow. So yeah, this is where I'm just adding a little bit more, look, just to make his head look. It looks a little bit wider, it looks a bit better at the back. I thought, wrap it up. Oh yeah, and I am singing that at this point. I remember doing that now, because I'm going, wrap it up, wrap it up. Oh dear. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Or a silly sausage. I'm such a silly sausage. So here I'm trying to make some holes, and I end up using the wooden tool thing in the shower. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, and then I make some holes for the ears, and then we get happy with the glue gun. So I want to put these in to support the ears. I want to make fairly big ears, so I don't think the clay will hold up on its own. I think you could use wire, but I just thought, I've got a load of these dowels, and like loads of them. I found like loads of offcuts of these dowels, so I may as well use these. This is what I've got handy, so use whatever you've got handy at home. It doesn't have to be like professional craft wire, or it can be an old coat hanger or something. Just make it that shape. So I'm still debating whether to put one dowel all the way through, this bunny all the way through, just to hold it straight up, but we'll see. So I think I've got the head on now. You can't really see it, I know, but you will see it. Don't worry. And I will adjust the camera angle for the next video. He's got like really one fat leg and one skinny leg, so I'll rectify that as well, so they look a little bit more even. And I start building the neck up a little bit now, and the shoulders a bit more, so you can really see like the bunny kind of thing taking shape. And you can see all these little bit loose bits of foil, but I'll start sticking those down soon, so don't worry about those. Remember, I've not done this before, so the next one will be much better, but this is me learning as well, so which is just like you'll have to do if you've never done it before. So maybe there's going to be some like professionals in the comments that just think I've made a real big mess of this, which I have. Look at all the bits of glue hanging off me. So but hey, I've had a bit of fun with the glue gun and some foil. So, and I've made like foil turkey, and I've called it a carrot. Oh dear. Anyway, so I hope you're going to take a little bit of inspiration from this video and create something. It doesn't have to be an Easter bunny. Create something. Go out and create, and be kind. Be kind in the comments for me. I am dealing with a lot of mental health problems and things at the moment, so this is calming me and helping me through, and I'm hoping that you guys can help me through as well. I want to build a little community here. I've got some exciting news actually, so kind of exciting. I mean, it's not going to change the outcome. I do still need to leave my home, but I have had a slight little win against the landlady. So, and I'll tell you more about that in a video that I've half done, as usual, half done, not quite finished. It's just because I've only just had the paper, so to show you. So, because you know, you've got to bring receipts with YouTube, haven't you? Receipts. So here we go. I'm just using a tool now just to get a bit more shape and definition there to the legs, like to sort of make it so you can see that that's going to be like the hind leg look. And that one too. There, look. Some thumper thighs. So, what do we think? What do you think to my... There you can see his head, look. His head is on there. And what do you think to my little bunny? And the fact that I've talked all the way through this video. So the Peachy bowl one, if you've seen that one, I didn't talk much through that one, and I didn't talk much through the pear bowl one either. I don't know if you guys want a bit more instruction through the video, or do you want me talking through it and waffling on? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you like listening to me waffle on through my videos. I've tried to add a bit of background music to my waffle this time, instead of just waffle or background music. So let's give it a go and we'll see how it turns out. Also, I've got a really bad ear infection, so I can't hear anything. I'm just guessing what it sounds like. It sounded okay with the one ear open. But my right ear, it's gone completely deaf. I can't hear anything. So I had a really bad earache for a few days. That's eased off now, so I've just left being deaf. So we'll see how that goes. See if it comes back over the next few days with these drops that I've got. So these like pain relieving drops, because it was ever so painful the other day. Couldn't get my head in a comfortable position at all. No matter how I put it, oh, my ear, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm getting a bit like a bunny shape coming together. What do you think? Look, he even looks like he's got a bit of a podgy tummy too. Some shoulders, because he didn't really have shoulders. He looked like he just went from head, arms to thighs. Now he's got some shoulders going on there. He's gonna have some guns. Bunny's gonna have some guns. He's gonna have some guns and carrots. Maybe the carrots will be hiding guns. Maybe the carrots are the guns. Maybe I shouldn't waffle on all the way through my video about carrots and things. Yeah, even I'm getting confused at where we were. So, we are coming to the end of the video. I hope that you'll take a moment to subscribe, to like if you've watched a little bit or a lot. Let me know what you think. But please be kind. Be kind. That's all I ask. Go out, be kind and create things. And I do really appreciate you taking the time, even if it's only a few minutes out of your day just to listen. I do appreciate you. Don't forget that. Your time means the world to me. Honestly, it does. Because people barely have time to even talk to me, let alone listen to me waffle on. So thanks for listening. Here we go. We've got a bunny in a bowl. Hopefully we'll have a bunny in a basket soon. Oh, like you can see, I'm trying to use my knuckles to push the foil in to get that shape. Look. Look. Do you think he looks like a fit little carrot? Yeah? Look at that little tummy he's got there. I think that's a healthy bunny tummy. Healthy bunny tummy going on there. You can't see his head, I know. You'll see his head. And I'll improve the camera angle, but I think the focus and stuff on the camera is much better on this video, filming it this way, so I like this. This one, I don't have to keep looking to see if it's focused. Anyway, it is focused. Look, we've made a bunny. Yay!